Okay, my game's objective is to get the two green objects to collide, and they're controlled by the arrow keys and the spacebar to jump. Left arrow key goes to the left, right key goes to the right. Jump takes you up, and gravity takes into effect as like a multiplier. So mine set to 0.1. So, and I have a collision detector. Well, my code detects if you collide with something like vertically, and if you do, it sets your vertical speed to 0, bringing you back down to the ground until you hit the ground, until you can jump again. And if you're not on the ground, it will not let you jump. And if you hit a wall, it will not let you go through it. And once you collide, it will take you to the next level. And that there's a coin there which takes your score up by 1 every time. So if I go grab one, and also the red blocks signify that you will die if you touch them. So you don't want to touch those. And so this goal, each level has a different objective and way to beat it. You can find different shortcuts. Different people will find different ways to beat it. And this one, you have to dodge the red and complete the level. So on this one, there's actually 2 ways to beat this. You can go left, which is the easy way, but you will not get the coin. And if you go right, you will have to go through this very difficult course, dodging your way around every single red, and have a very specific, a very difficult time. But if you take this way, you still need to be, pretty good at it, because you need to, figure out how to do it. Because like if you get down here and you jump, the bottom character right here will hit the red. But if you figured it out already, you need to go all the way to the right, jump, get this character out of the box, so that both characters can jump up without colliding with anything. And then send your character down and touch them. And as you can see here, there was an error because in line 1 it says that it tried to go to the next room when there is no next room. So that was level 4, and level 4 is the last level. And since this is the free version, I don't have any more other rooms I can create, or another room to tell you that you have beat the game. So if I were to have the premium version, I would have made another room to tell you that you won. And here's my code. So I did animate the coin to look like it's spinning, just like it does in Mario sometimes. Was it Mario? I'm not sure, but I try to make it look appealing to go for it. I also have like a null object, which basically just like draws the text. As you can see, like the score takes like the global variable, or not global variable, but like it takes the built-in score that it has in this engine and projects it onto the screen. And at the room start, it just like defines it calls the font, sets your score to 0. So like to move my player, I had to follow a tutorial, but I also know what it means. And what it means is that for this, it will take you, this is the code that will collide with the wall, stopping you from going any further. So this is your horizontal speed, and it's set to 0 if you hit a wall. This is your vertical collision, so if you hit a ceiling, you will not be able to jump any further, or you will not be able to pass through it. And this is some coin code that I created. So this is like to see which way you're going to move. And this is if you want to change your walk speed, it will be variable. So your horizontal speed is equal to your move times walk speed. So if you increase your walk speed, you will walk faster. And these are just variables equal to the keys on your keyboard. So, and the code that will take you to the next level is this event, which collides with player 2 and player 1. So if player collides with 2 and player 2 collides with player, it will take you to the next room. And if you touch the coin, has coin, which is I created to make sure that you don't get more than just 1 point if you collide with it for too long. So it just adds 1 score. And on creation, here's a bunch of variables to set your speed. So I have my gravity set to 0.1, so it stays in the air for much longer than if it were to be higher. The walk speed is 4, which is average. You don't want to be going up or down at all. So that's set to 0. So my object die will restart the level if it comes in contact with player 2 or player 1, and it will subtract a lives from each, even though I removed that element for some bugs that came with it. And then it will restart the room. And if this is just some other pretty object die, just different color. There's my rooms. I placed them. You can place it like this. Pretty basic. And I think that's it. So this was my collision game. I mean,